how to create your online marketing strategy from scratch. So where do you start? Where should you start? I'm going to give you a framework, a specific framework, 3 steps, 3 quick steps on how to create your online marketing strategies from scratch. You start with nothing. It's going to get done right now. Step number 1, create an offer. You're going to start by the end. Oftentimes people start with what I'm going to share with you at the end, but I made the process simpler for you. Start by the end, create an offer. And what I mean by an offer is not my product. Make it sexy. Add a few other things. That's especially true for businesses that are selling things that are a commodity. If somebody else sells the same thing as you do, hey, you're going to battle on price, which is not the best option, because you're going to go and lower the price each time. That's not the best option. What you should do instead is bundle all the things in there to increase the value so you can charge a higher price, differentiate yourself from the competition, and can make as much money as you possibly can. So create a good offer, a great offer first. Basically, they should feel stupid if they don't buy your offer. Next step, sell that offer with stories. Now, I'm going to go and make an episode specifically on how to sell using stories. But what you need to make sure, especially if you're into the one-to-many selling, which is pretty much a situation we are in when you're on social media, you need to make sure you build some value up on that offer. So then the value is increased, the perceived value is increased, and all the objections that your customer is thinking about, they are vanished. Because you may have the best offer, and you know it's going to help them, but if they don't believe it's going to help them, they're not going to buy that offer, and they are not going to get the help that you want to provide to them. So that's extremely important to make sure that you sell that offer extremely well. So that's the second step. Last step of the process is to create hooks that will grab your audience attention. And that's, I would say, all those steps are important, but especially that one. Why? Because, hey, a hook is basically something that grabs the attention of somebody of your customers. Let's say they're on social media and then they see your ad. Your ad has to grab their attention, because if they just simply don't see it in the feed, they won't see you sell the offers that you got, and they won't get the offer that you created. That's as simple as that. So that's why it's really important, because if you do not grab their attention first, that's the first step of the process. If you do not grab them right now, you won't sell them your thing. So you need to make sure you have solid hooks, test different options. Oftentimes, like with that process, what you should do as well is test different options, test different offers, see which one works the best, test different stories, different ways to sell, test which one works the best, and do the same thing with hooks, specifically with hooks, headlines, creatives. Like, for example, make a bit, like if you do a post with bright colors, that's going to grab attention. Maybe the text should be changed a bit. Tweak those options to see which one works the best and bring you as many customers as possible.